You have to stand there in the face of people saying that you suck, you're not good enough, you shouldn't get started, it's not possible, and continue to believe in yourself. And ultimately believe that you can achieve anything that you want. What's up, y'all? My name is Jack Sumner. I'm the owner of Sumner Social, and I make these videos because I want to document the information that I learn, and selfishly, so I can watch my journey to 100 million. Our company did over 500K in contract value last month, and we did over $100,000 in collected money. Hopefully you can take something from my journey and apply it to yours. So there's this story of the Wright brothers, and they had this dream that they wanted to fly. So they set out on their journey, and guess what happened? All the people in the community, all the family, friends, all the people in the neighborhood, they started talking about him. They started looking at him funny. They would say stuff like, I feel so bad for their mother. She already has to deal with so much stuff. Now her kids, they think they can fly. They can build this thing called an airplane and they can fly. It's such a shame. This is for all my entrepreneurs out there. Once you step away from the herd, you'll find yourself at the front of conversations and opinions of everyone else. As you know, the Wright brothers became the first people to create an airplane and fly. Think about how the world would be different today without the Wright brothers having the conviction, having the belief in themselves to continue their journey, to continue their purpose, even when they lost their friends and they said, no, this is not it. This is impossible. They continued their journey. Here's my gem today. You are responsible for what you say and what you do. You're not responsible for other people's reaction to it. Without the Wright brothers continuing their journey, the world would be different. You have to be certain in yourself in the face of uncertainty. Sometimes people are going to try to tell you who you are or who they think you are. And you have to be strong enough to look them in the eyes and say, you're not that guy. You don't know what I'm creating and you don't know how I operate. The bigger you get and the more you step out of what society expects, the more people that are going to show up to doubt you. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got, don't run from it, embrace it. A while back, we were at a marketing conference and I was with one of our sales executives, Nick. We had met one of my marketing buddies and we were just hanging around talking, and our marketing buddy had told me that he's working on this new program. And he's like, hey, Jack, let me try it on you. Let me show you kind of what I'm doing. So he goes on to tell me about how he's helping people overcome their limiting beliefs and the beliefs they have about themselves that are holding them back. So he's like, let me show you, hold out your arm. So I hold out my arm. So the premise of it was, you say a statement about yourself, and if it's true, your arm will hold sturdy. He's gonna push down on your arm. And if it's false, or you don't believe it to be true, when he pushes down, it's gonna be weak. And so we start with, my name is Jack. It's a true statement, I believe it. At the time, I really don't even know what we're doing, so he pushes down on my arm and it stays relatively strong, it stays relatively firm. Obviously, my name is Jack, and it's true. So we did a few more questions, and we started joking around, and I'm like, hey, I'm a So he's like, hey, say it again. So I'm like, hey, I'm a and he pulls my arm down and it falls down. And he's like, you're So we kind of had a funny laugh about it. We head off in different directions. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, do I really feel that way about myself? Like, I'm like, that can't be right. Do I feel like that? Has he shown me something that I didn't even know about myself or I wasn't aware of? You know, I guess I could be in some areas of my life. I don't like planes. I don't like doing like extreme sports. So, you know, I guess I could be. But I'm thinking, I'm like, almost in every other area of my life, I really can't identify with that. I really don't feel that way. So like 30 minutes later, we had walked away. Nick comes up to me, our sales executive. He's like, yo, I cracked the code. I got it. You're not a Your arm went down. That means you don't believe what he said. It was reversed. If your arm would have held strong, you would have been, but you're not. I saved the day. He's so excited. He's running around. And obviously, it wasn't that big of a deal. We were joking around. But I was like, damn, that brings me to a good point. That brings me to a good lesson. It goes to show you that you have to be careful about what other people think, what other people say, what other people believe. And you have to be careful of the data that you take from other people and accept it to be true. Whether it be about yourself, somebody else, or about this world and what you can achieve. Don't let what the herd say keep you from becoming the best version of yourself. Because most of the time, doesn't even matter, and most of the time, it's not even true. Again, our marketing friend meant no harm. We were joking around. I actually suggested that we say that, but I thought that was a really good microcosm and a good learning moment that I could share with y'all. And that ultimately, you have to be certain in who you are and convicted in the journey that you're on. And if you feel that there is truth in other people's words, just know that you have the power to change it or ignore it altogether. To me, that's some pretty powerful information. This video is another letter to myself because as I continue this journey, I know that there's more of this that is coming. And I choose to accept it as understanding and keep moving no matter what. And this is also something that I live by every day. YCGM. You can see it right here on my hat. And it stands for You Can't Guard Me. It means nobody, No thing, no circumstance can stop you from being who you want to be, doing what you want to do, and creating the life that you want. All right, so if you got something from this, hit the like button, turn on the bell notifications. We're going to be dropping a lot more content and documenting this journey to $100 million, and hopefully inspire you to start or just continue your journey. Let's go.